Good morning, Junior Surf Riders. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. I'm Kalai.
And I'm Jezebel, and this is the KIS Morning Broadcast.
Today's shout out goes to
From Mrs. Rumfo to Mason Yamani for always being kind and helpful to other students and adults at KIS. Mason, you are a great example of a student who totally shows KIS's vision. You are empowered, compassionate, and inspired. Way to go.
Here is our Black History Month segment with Dr. Howard.
Good morning, KIS. This is Dr. Howard with your Black History Month moment for the day. Did you know that there were two countries on the continent of Africa that were never colonized by Europe? Can you tell me which ones they are? Well, here's a hint. One country is on the east coast of Africa, whose emperor was Haile Selassie, and is said to be the birthplace of civilization and Christianity in Africa. They were also strong warriors and fought back the Italian army from colonization of their country. If you said Ethiopia, you are correct. Try this one. The other country is on the west coast of Africa. It has beautiful beaches, scenery, and people. It's a country partly established by the United States of America, as many of its streets, buildings, and counties are named after prominent people and places in America. The name of its country is named for the liberation of the enslaved people of America. Do you know what country it is? Well, if you said Liberia, you are correct. Liberia, the country's name, which derives from the word liberty, was the first African republic to proclaim its independence, and is Africa's first and oldest modern republic. Its capital, Monrovia, is named after James Monroe, who supported the freed men and women to be returned and to establish Liberia. After the release of thousands of enslaved people, America chartered ships to carry people back to the lands in which they were stolen from. The establishments of the new arrivals did not go smoothly. Many got sick from malaria and other diseases, and many were unable to relate to the indigenous people of that land. Sadly, much of the treatment that was inflicted on the people who arrived in this new land from America by the whites now inflicted similar treatment on the indigenous people. It was a sad case of history repeating itself. The population includes 16 indigenous ethnic groups and varies from foreign minorities. Indigenous people comprise about 95% of the population in Liberia. And as shared by family, my parents hail from that Vai tribe and from the Americo-Liberian tribe. English is the official language, however, 31 indigenous languages are also spoken within Liberia. Notables of Liberian descent are Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was the first elected female head of state in Africa. Sirleaf is a Nobel Prize winner for her nonviolent struggle for the safety of women and for women's rights to full participation during her peace-building work. Others include Oprah Winfrey, who is an American media executive, actress, talk show host, television producer, and philanthropist. Another well-known person is Helen Cooper, who is a Liberian-born American. She's a journalist who is with the Pentagon and a correspondent for the New York Times. And yours truly, me, Dr. Howard, who is an author, a teacher of students and adults with disabilities for 25 years and loves African dancing and chocolate. Well, KIS, if you didn't know, now you know. Have an awesome day.
The following are the reminders for today.
We will be having block schedule this week on Thursday the 20th and Friday the 21st.
Remember, you cannot ride your bike on campus, and be sure to be careful of people walking.
Well, KIS, here is our Hawaiian word of the week.
The Hawaiian word of the week is ha'a ha'a.
to be humble or modest.
Today is Tuesday, so here is our Choose Love segment.
Yes, this week in Choose Love, we talked about a term called mindfulness. Mindfulness can be defined as the state of being totally aware of something while other things are going on around us. Mindfulness is so important to our academic, social, and emotional success in school. The benefits of mindfulness are it improves our concentration and attention span. It reduces depression, anxiety, and nervousness, and it reduces self-doubt and increases our happiness and compassion. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in class and your teacher is giving directions on an important assignment and you start thinking, what am I going to do at recess? What am I going to do after school? Wow, that girl's so pretty. Or, boy, that boy is so handsome. This class is so boring. Why do we have to learn this? Oh man, I can't wait for the weekend. I'm going to the beach. Then I'm going to go home and play video games and hang out with my friends. Then when you finally focus on what the teacher is saying, and it doesn't make any sense anymore because you only heard half of what she or he told it, were talking about in class. Has that ever happened to you? I'm sure this happens a lot because, to be honest, it happens to me. Sometimes our mind is so full of thoughts that run through our brain. When this happens, we can get overwhelmed by all of these thoughts. Think of our brain as an airport, and our thoughts are like airplanes, which are continuously flying in and out. Now just imagine if we were air traffic controllers and we could choose what planes we can let in and out of our airport. This is what mindfulness is, and this is what mindfulness can help us with. By being mindful, we will only allow the planes we choose to come into our airport. In other words, when we are mindful, we are able to focus on what we need and let go of those thoughts that do not serve us well. So, let's have some junior surf rider pride and make sure that we are being mindful in class. When we're doing this, we're letting certain airplanes fly into our airport, and this will allow us to focus on what we need to focus on and let go of those thoughts that do not serve us well.
Reese's duty for today is
Mrs. Whittington in the courtyard,
Miss Kimura in the Lanikai Breezeway,
Miss Rumfo in front of the band room,
Yosh by Room 101,
and the PE departments will have the basketball courts.
Lunch duty for today is Mr. Flores' Period 6 class.
And now's the time you've been waiting for. It's the lunch menu.
Today at all locations they will be serving
Chicken tenders with barbecue dipping sauce,
whole grain roll,
fresh baby carrots with ranch dip,
spinach romaine salad,
and applesauce. Well, KIS, that's it for today.
On the behalf of the KIS broadcast team and everyone here at KIS, have a lovely day. And as always, work hard and be pono. Aloha.
A hui ho.